Welcome to Journeyman Artist Studios. I just want to give you guys an updated tour. Made some updates last tour in 2017, so I want to give you the new updates. Give you a quick 360 panoramic here. Um, just say if you've seen the other tour, the previous tour, you'll actually notice some of the differences. You'll also see from the window out here that it is a snow day. This wasn't my plan to do this today, but seeing that it looks like that outside, now is a great time to do this since I got some time and it is still coming down and will be for a while, according to the weather report. Just a quick pan. What we got here is Rough, Rugged, and Raw. It's a copy of my first sketchbook. There's another sketchbook that I got from some photo places, hardbound. And then there are promo postcards, business cards. You'll see a slew of candy right there, sitting on the granite slab. My monitors, my laptop, some books I'm reading. Um, the print there is Avengers print from Tom Strong. You'll see, the Magic, the Gathering games, the Sword and Hilt Weapons is a reference book. Up here, you also see some previews, some newer comics. There's a bunch of comics in here. More so, these are comics that I've picked up along my travels, and they're also Kickstarter rewards. A lot of them are bagged in there. Here, let me pull them down and take you through them real quick, hopefully real quick. There's a sketchbook I picked up in San Francisco. Sunmaker was a recent Kickstarter. I got Painted Ladies of San Quentin and I forget what that is, but they're both from Ugly Studios. My boy Jason Lennox. That's from Fubar that I purchased. That's from Blackjack from Jabbar Brown. Watson and Holmes signed. That's from the Kickstarter. There's a signed comic from Xenoscope. What else we got? Dino Man from the Brothers Cohen. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay. These are my Cyberforce Kickstarter rewards from the Top Cow Kickstarter from a while back. There's Uji Man from Miguel Blanco, signed. That's Part 1, Rise Part 1, Azan Decoded, and Rise Part 2, Volume 2. Those are from Pyroglyphic Studios from my boy Sean Arleen. I got some more stuff in here. Let's see what we got. 2013 ECBOC program. Yes, I do keep those. Bronx Heroes programs there. Um, let's see what else we got. Ah, two issues of Summons from Chris Williams, signed. Recently met him, good dude. Night Seeker with a Blair Smith variant cover. Um, let's see, that was the Battle Chasers #1 that I picked up in Germany. The Samaritan, which was signed. What was that? Another Grim Fairy Tales from Xenoscope, that was signed. A couple of Wildcats, X-Men Golden Age. Uh, yeah, those are just additional copies. And this is a signed copy by Travis Caress. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing people's names correctly. And this is Coast Hairs, another signed Xenoscope program from Marvelous Color. That went to a couple years up in New York. That was great. This is from Jason Wise. This is a prize pack from Uraeus. I won that a while back. More signed Xenoscope, more signed Xenoscope, Baltimore Comic Con program, couple of short stacks. And that's just kind of what we got up there. This is a better view of what's on my shelf. You'll see a lot of hardbounds. You'll see a lot of Kickstarter rewards. The Remind was a Kickstarter reward. Masters of Anatomy, the Pirates of the Ineffable, Lady Saber and the Pirates of the Ineffable Ether. Um, Black Comics was not a Kickstarter reward when I bought it. I bought that book, had the opportunity to meet a lot of artists in that book. I did support their Kickstarter, and as of today, my second book is shipping, so I should have that soon. I can't wait to crack it open and see what's going on. What you see down here is a lot of textbooks, um, you know, from the classes that I teach. Let's say I am an adjunct. One of my cruise books from one of my deployments in the Marine Corps. You'll see various books down there, military manuals, just how to be a better artist, reference books, books for Self-Improvement, Art of War. I strongly recommend everyone read that. So it's just a great book. Down here, you got some more graphic novels. The Hobbit, that is the art book for the Battle of the Five Armies. Also down here we have ElfQuest book. I think it's book two. Yeah, so I am a huge ElfQuest fan. Shout out to Wendy, Penny. She's awesome. Inspires me a lot. Um, we got this here. This is important. This is my actual certification from the state of Pennsylvania when I incorporated Journeyman Artist Studio. So I don't just throw around that, I'm a business doing business. That's legit and that's there. This is all. This is a painting that my dad did for me years ago. Over here, you got a couple of things. The Mayan calendar, the pewter statue. Some small little figurines and whatnot. And this is the top of my second bookshelf. Now, this is a real sneak peek. Not a lot of people realize that's even there. But in here are all the basic original thumbnail 9 by 12 pages for Legacy Saga. I've drawn, redrawn those and drafted those, and you'll see most of them are on tracing paper. That's where I can make quick edits if I need to. I've found that I really like that. Now on my second bookshelf, this whole row here is just comics. There's a couple of previews. These are comics either that I go through a lot for reference or just read or haven't gotten to yet because they're newer. Down here's more reference material. You'll see a lot of web comics books. The Pricing Ethical Guide from the Graphic Artists Guild is an awesome book to have. There's some materials, some more Kickstarters that I won. The Road Gallery, Drawing Beautiful Women. There's another one in there somewhere. But it's just a bunch of books. And below that, basically what I made a mini shelf of flat files. Those are 11 by 17s and other things that I've done. Oh, forgot. This is one of my favorites from Jason Brubaker, Unnatural Talent. Just got this from Bendis, The Words for Pictures. Haven't had a chance to dive into it yet. The Web Comics Handbook is awesome. Brad Geiger is the author of that. That's a pretty awesome book. Down here are some of my books that are shorter, so they're on the shorter shelf. But another ElfQuest, some more ElfQuest you'll see. There's Mother Russia from Fubar Press and Blockheads from the Mad Twins. There's a sketchbook from Kaiser, another one of my sketchbooks there. Josh Blaylock, How to Make Comics. Oh, this is another one, Courtney Chagrin and the Night Things. It's pretty awesome. I'm definitely a big fan. I got to get the rest of the volumes there. Like I said, How to Self-Publish Comic Books by Jason Blaylock. And there's also some smaller, a better shot of Mother Russia. There's also some smaller sketchbooks there. So, just to give you a better feel for what's going on. Now, down here is all sketchbooks. The majority of these sketchbooks are my older sketchbooks that I've already worked in and closed out, but I keep them closed in case I want to reference. There's a couple portfolio pages. Those are bags and boards because I still got a couple hundred comic books that I need to get bagged up. Just so you see, it ain't gotten any better outside. To the chest here, the computer armoire has made it into the studio. It was out in the garage. I have my smart TV up there. A lot of times I'll have, stuff on YouTube, or I'll be playing music, or, something just to have background noise while I'm working. Right here, I'm going to cut the light on, get a better view. Up there, some Christmas CDs I haven't put back, and that my extra hard drive. That's the multimedia hard drive with the green circle. So I got a lot of movies, animated movies on there. You'll see the Blu-rays next to it. The PS3 with the webcam, I keep it in there. That's how I watch my Blu-rays. I also still play games. 3D glasses for my phone. Virtual reality goggles for the phone. Some software back there too. What else we got down below? We got movies on the right and sketchbooks there. The three on the bottom, the 3 or 4 on the bottom, brand new. Haven't really done anything with them yet. This one has some work in it. But like I said, I tend to keep a lot of sketchbooks around. I did make myself a promise. I was not buying any more sketchbooks until I actually use the ones that I have. I have a ridiculous amount of them. This is where the inked, penciled, and ink pages of the Legacy Saga are. Just to give you guys a good insight, this is what these are the pages that go on in the drawing board sessions. But I mean, this, you know, is the work that has been produced. Down here is some couple of prints and some, packs of tracing paper. These are, prints or different art works that I'm working on in various stages. Also, some reference material that I may be using later. Here, if you've been watching, rolling with me for a while, you've seen some of the drawing board sessions. The older sessions, this was the light box that was attached to my drafting table. Um, Made an upgrade in my table, so I no longer need that attached to the table, but it's still a good light box to have. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's 11 by 17 and it's LED. It's pretty light, so I can move it around and I don't have to worry about it overheating when it's sitting in my lap, which is actually cool. On this shelf, you'll see what I got: a paper cutter, there's a sketchbook, my calligraphy set, but you'll also see a bunch of picture frames. Recently made, I think it was Michael's I made a run to, and they were having a ridiculous sale on frames. So I stocked up because you never can have too many of those. And down here you got all kinds of different paper. There's comic strip paper. I've got that for Juro 13. I mean, yeah, Juro 13. I still got to work on that. Vellum paper. There's comic book covers. You see a lot of Bristol. You see a lot of 11 by 17. A lot of vellum. A lot of tracing paper. There's some mixed media paper there. Let's see what else we got. Like I said, different sizes. Those two are basically blank comic books that I got and I need to actually do something with. I was thinking something like a 24-hour comic book day. I mean, 24-hour comic book day, but I don't know when that's going to happen. My 11 by 17 paper is also down there too, because I do need that for the printer and then for other things. Here are just portfolios. I have like three 11 by 17 portfolios, a couple of larger pads, another pack of 11 by 17 paper. Um, in this portfolio, there's just various prints. A lot of these are some of my older works. Most of these are things that I've done. There's a few pieces that I've colored. The original pages for the Legacy Saga Mini. But I say it's just a collection of my work. Normally, if I'm doing a show or I got a table somewhere, that's one of the things that's there with me. But that's pretty much what we keep in the armoire. Like I said, it's coming pretty handy.